sir.
Howdy.
Hey, there may be an echo in here. We'll see. We're still working on our kinks.
We'll be okay.
Welcome.
little
Happy
bit of-
Friday, the 27th.
Happy Friday. Last one of the month.
Yeah, that's right.
We are live
Yeah, that's right. We are live.
and in person.
Yeah, we're at Tallua Apartments.
The second time here.
Yeah, second time here.
Mhm.
We'll have a little something later to show, a little show and tell later. But
Sounds pretty good.
for now, let's get into it. Let's get
So,
into.
what have you been doing this week?
I've been at events and keeping busy. And
Yeah. Me too. What event were you at?
I was at a Biz Now event in Atlanta. How about you?
I was at an IRHS event conference.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Institute of Rental Housing Studies in Park City.
Sounds nerdy and also snowless.
There was snow.
Was there snow?
It happened the week before. It was rainy, but skiing happened.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. It looks like skiing happened.
It did. So there were some events. There was another event in Florida.
Oh, really? What event was that?
The RETCON Tech Summit, Exec Summit.
That's right. The Executive Summit was in Florida this week. That's right. A lot of tech execs down there. Was that Miami?
Maybe.
We're great at research here at the Multifamily Weekend Update.
It's in Coral Springs. Coral Springs. So yeah, that's where it is. Coral Gables.
That's
where it is. Yeah. There we go. So let's
get
talk
on
about
with it then.
What's coming up.
What should we expect coming up?
I think RETCON is about to deliver some really great insight.
Yes, RETCON is coming. And of course, our friend James Sheeran over at RETCON delivers the goods.
Yeah, I love a good parody. I love a good satire. This picture is something, though.
Yeah, well, hey, man. Ever since the Biden administration, the world's changed.
So, are you going to be at RETCON?
Yeah, I will be at RETCON. Yeah, I will be there with a microphone.
Yeah, I guess I'll come too.
I could appreciate the support.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. So, news-wise, what's going on?
Well, besides RETCON coming up very soon here in early March, there was a little tidbit of news here about good friends at Zillow. Zillow is playing the Uno reverse card on Matterport, if you can believe it. They decided to announce a partnership, not exclusive, but it's a partnership with LCP Media specifically for their customers who no longer are able to use Matterport for 3D tours.
This image, the puppet string man there.
When you allow a GPT to read an entire article and then deliver a prompt for itself, this is what you get.
Gotcha. So what does this mean for us, Eric? What does this mean for folks?
Yeah, I mean, basically anyone who was using Matterport can now use this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically it. That was their strategic move here. Basically, they kicked Matterport to the curb, got them off the platform, but they needed to replace it with something. And I think their customers were frustrated enough. Now, they offer lots of other solutions, but they needed someone to come in and take the place. The funny thing is, LCP Media was recently acquired by Yardi. So Yardi is now, of course, buddying up with Zillow. Now, Zillow could have gone off and built their own version of this, but they decided not to.
Yeah. Very, very interesting for sure. Yeah. Do you have actual footage of this happening?
What I can only expect is LCP Media probably feels a little bit like this walking through this week, where one of their major competitors is no longer on a platform and they're taking over. They're sitting here on a Yardi boat.
There you go. Yeah, great. So I have an interesting fact about today.
Tell me that. Tell me what's your interesting
Yes.
fact.
So today, in 1827, February 27th, was the very first Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans.
Interesting. I'm curious if they had beads back then.
My guess is no.
But then how did the population boom?
Alcohol.
Oh.
But it does bring us to Apartmentalize happening in New Orleans.
It's coming sooner than we think.
It is. And I'm not talking as much because there's this echo. So you have to talk.
We can always just talk real soft and use our soft voices.
I don't know if that's possible for me, Eric.
It's very hard for me to do. Just ask my wife. It's hard for me to do.
But Podcastpalooza is coming. It'll be at the Civic Theater the Tuesday before Apartmentalize begins, and Multifamily Media Network puts it on. So they have announced their sponsors for the main stage: Zillow Rentals, BILT, Quex, MRI. They'll all be there along with some other sponsors. Yeah, pretty exciting.
I like how one of the sponsors is mentioned twice, maybe on accident. Who knows?
A wise man once said, when you allow your GPT to take an image and repurpose it, this is what you get.
It makes sense. Well, yeah, we look forward to seeing everyone at this event. We will be there. We will not be emceeing the event officially this year because we did such a good job. They gave us this year off.
They canceled us. They're like, never again. No, we actually do have a live session of Multifamily Weekend Update, which will be weekday update live on stage. And we will be handling the VIP podcast room. So we'll be dealing with that.
That's a fancy word for we have to wrangle important people.
We do. 1 second.
You plugging your charger in? Rookie move. Rookie move. It's only our 40, 70, 90th episode.
That's better.
God, our microphones are so sensitive. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. So speaking of wrangling important people, who are those important people?
Great question. We're going to have what I can only describe as a menagerie of hosts, starting with Mary Nitschke, Janet Roseth, Mary Gwen, Mike Brewer, Katie Spillers, Mark Sharp, Paul Marks, and you can do the lower half.
Suzanne Hobson, Cecilia Cosio, Shelley Robinson, Ronald Harrington, Bill Nye, not that one you're thinking of, Paul Rhodes, and Carlisle Swafford. And you can also describe this as a parade of podcasters, not just a menagerie.
I guess we could do that.
Have you fixed the sound yet?
No, I mean, no. We're good.
It's good. All right. Moving on.
Moving on. Here's the things that also happened, all the great stories and news this week in multifamily.
I thought you were going to play a clip.
Nope. We are the
AppFolio.
clip. We are the clip.
AppFolio, they dropped a report, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I believe they dropped a report that you can go off and download. I don't have a link, but you can go check it out on your own. I almost went to go scroll with my fingers, my second screen down here to see where we are. AppFolio put together their benchmark, renter benchmark report.
Very cool.
So feel free to go and download it. Essentially, they're talking about the strategies and technology and metrics that are driving performance right now. I think this is a great timing on the report because, this season, the busy season's coming up. And if you're going to make any final last tweaks or changes to your preparation over the next 2 months, now is the time to do it.
Yeah. And you'll notice that this quarter, January, February, especially, there have been all kinds of reports from companies based on the data from last year. So kind of consolidated, put together. This is a great one to add to the menagerie of reports.
Yeah. I agree. Go download it.
Yeah.
Okay. So BILT in the news again.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. BILT has announced their concierge, BILT Concierge. Essentially, they're looking to handle all of your services around your home and neighborhood within their app. You can think of this as they're trying to build into the hotel-like experience for renters.
Yeah. I'm just curious. Is there going to be a week where we will not talk about BILT? Because I feel like since the end of last year, we've been talking about like almost every show.
I think BILT is one of those companies that, first of all, they're a unicorn company, right? High valuation. They got a huge amount of money injected in them over the last 2 years. We're seeing the fruition of that, right? We're seeing everything come out of that, and they are building quickly, and they're likely going to be taking some folks out as they start to expand horizontally.
Yeah, they are literally everywhere. I was on PTO last week. I think I mentioned it a couple times. And I'm going to do something maybe you can, I don't know if you can show it. If not, I'll hold it up. But I was in the Olympic National Park, coming back, my family hanging out in Seattle, and I'm walking around downtown Seattle, and I'm just enjoying that I just ate some clam chowder or some kind of seafood or something. And out of the corner of my eye, I'm so geared into it, I notice the BILT logo. And it was a sign that said, you are in a BILT neighborhood. It was connected to a particular property. The property was called Metropolis. It was right in downtown Seattle. And right there, I knew exactly what was going on in that economy, in that community. Now, not everyone would know that unless you're connected to BILT or in the industry, but it just made me wonder. I don't necessarily often walk around downtowns of cities. I just, I go out when I'm on vacation. I'm usually somewhere outdoorsy or whatever, but I happen to be downtown, and there's that picture right outside the garage that I am allowing me to know that I am in a BILT neighborhood. So the sushi place, the dry cleaner, all those places around may very well be connected to that community and other communities.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of companies like to do with their flyers, but BILT took it the extra step, and they literally have that plaque.
Mhm.
And I think there's something unique about that not many companies do or have been able to accomplish.
Yeah, very cool. So anyway, even when I'm not paying attention, BILT's there.
Yeah.
So some other news. I noticed this twice, once just in the news. And then I also noticed Andrew Bowen saying he was right on one of his predictions for this year. And he's not even, 90 days in.
Wow.
So he predicted that public REITs would go private. And that's what happened. This Verus Residential was recently sold. I don't know what the can't remember the price off the top of my head. It's in my recap. It's 3-4 something million, maybe billion. Affinius Capital. So they are now privatized. So
Yeah, 3.4 billion in cash.
okay, yeah, there you go. So his question wasn't just to brag about how smart he is, and Andrew is smart. He also was wondering, is this going to happen more frequently? Because it's already, 50 days into the year and it's happened. What else is going to happen this year? We're going to see these public companies go private.
Yeah, I mean, private equity has been very interested in housing, specifically build to rent, as well as multifamily. So I think we're just seeing a continuation of this. So kudos to Andrew for spotting this potential trend and being correct.
Yeah. And finally, Bizzuto, in the mainstream news, they were in a newsletter run by a CNBC reporter called the Property Play of the Week. This was the big play, highlighting Tom Bizzuto's reasons why Bizzuto is investing a large amount of cash into new capital into old buildings. And it's very fascinating read in terms of the infrastructure, how this is planning, like long-term planning for weathering tough times, that some of these older assets are going to be the ones that will continue to provide value. There was kind of an array of reasons. It's a really good article. You should check it out.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the update on the latest news.
You're welcome.
And all the greatest stories. Oh, is there any other stories that were interesting to you this week that we might have missed?
Nothing super specific. I will shout out. There was some great video content, some time lapses of construction, some video, a very old make-ready board for a 1,600 unit community. Very cool.
Interesting.
So that's all I got, my friend.
Well, I have just been buying us a little bit of time because we're going to be bringing on some friends for the final.
Yes. Before we bring them on, tell them why we're live in person together.
Oh, well, we are at one of Tara Samuel's events that she puts on here in Atlanta. And I think the important thing I want you to know is that Tara brings together people in multifamily, not just people on the property management side or the ownership side, but also vendors. So we'd love to bring her in right now and show off some of those amazing vendors and suppliers who help grow the industry.
Hello.
I have no camera feed for you yet, so I'm missing a camera feed, so we can't yet see you.
Can you see us?
Yes, you can't see us?
No. Maybe she's joining again.
We're gonna have her come back in. I think
She's
we'll do
joining.
that.
Yeah. There she goes. There they go. There we go.
There we are.
There we go. Wait, can you see us now?
No.
No. Wait, can we just come in the room?
You could just come in.
Come in the room.
Just come on.
Let's
Just
come
come
in.
on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
coming. We're running
We're gonna
over
bring
right
our
now.
guests in here.
It's going to get really crowded in here.
That's okay. We'll do it. And I'll cut my mic.
Just yours, but you'll keep mine. Hello.
Hello.
Come on in. Come behind. Come behind. Get sorry there. Come on in. This has been the livest show of all the shows we've ever had. And I will say our live track record is usually when we involve Tara. Like there's something that happens. The energy is just so great. that we can't. Yes, we can't. We just can't deal with all the excitement that we have when we come to these events.
I feel like I'm sitting in your lap.
You're not. You're on the floor.
I'm on the floor. Yeah.
Yes, we weren't prepared for this, but can everyone get into one of the cameras? Why don't you talk a little bit about this particular group?
Yeah, so this is the second time we're meeting. This is called the Collab Circle, and it's really meant for suppliers in Atlanta, whether you're competitors or not. We ditch all of that and we literally collaborate. So today was a working session about how we can have best practices, conference etiquette, everything that you can think of, just tips and tricks, and just sharing ideas, because I don't think there's enough of that. So this is the second time we've done it, and we're hoping to do it 3 times a year. So we should introduce everybody.
Everybody, say your name, where you're from, and real quick, let's go around. We'll start.
Duck down, get down.
Get in here.
Hello, Anthony Young, originally from Florida, here in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice to meet everybody.
I'm Nicola Kaiser. I'm originally from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I live in Atlanta, and I work for Gatewise.
Yay!
Hey, I'm Debbie Nicholson, and I work for PayScore, and I live in Woodstock, Georgia.
Are you on camera?
Hey everyone, I'm Sharon Hilton Werner. I work with Essential Staffing Solutions. Have been in the Atlanta market for 25 plus years.
Hello, I'm Anthony Orange. I'm originally from Chicago and represent a business advisor at Zillow in our rentals department.
Awesome. I'm Dawn, originally from Honolulu, and I am with Kangaroo Renters Insurance and Pet Insurance.
Hers is more better with the more. Did I just say more better? Wait, you guys, I forgot to say where I work. So I'm Tara Samuels with MSB Resources. We are a high-end recruiting firm and headhunting firm, national. So I forgot to say. So hey, y'all.
Great.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
the end of the show.
That's our moment of wonder.
That's our moment of wonder.
Take care.